Greetings, beautiful people. This is SB Favorite Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. And yes, it is another beautiful day, and you can find something to be thankful for. You have to find something to be thankful for. You must. Complaining is poison, so do not complain today. If you find yourself complaining or tempted to complain, just tell yourself, stop it. Don't complain. Complaining is poison. So find something to be thankful for. If you focus on what is good, as I always say, you can project something good to happen. So, I do have a quote for you today, and my quote is, don't be influenced or give attention to what is garbage. Guard your space and fill your life with the things according to the vision you have for your life. Don't waste your time. That is my quote for today. That quote is clearly talking about the time you spend with others that mean you no good, or the things that you may have in your life that are not a good influence for you. Why do some people waste their time in relationships that are not good? The relationship is nothing positive. The conversations are not positive. The spirit of the relationship is not good. So why do you waste your time with it? Why? Why do you allow yourself to be influenced by people, places, and things that are not good for you? Think about that. That quote is clearly stating, don't be influenced by what is not good. Sometimes some of us, we compromise. We compromise against the thing that is good. And we pay attention more to the things that are not good. Ask yourself the question, why? Even when it comes to our family members, we still have to apply that same standard. A family member shouldn't get a pass to do something that a stranger can't get away with. Bad behavior is bad behavior, no matter where it comes from. And we have to maintain good standards if we want the right spirit and good energy, good vibes in our life. So don't be influenced or give attention to what is garbage. And I use the word garbage because garbage represents trash, something that is not needed. So don't be influenced to give your attention to what is garbage. Guard your space and decide what you want to have in your space and what is not needed in your space. Agree with the things that complement your life. Agree with the things that build you up. If you know that someone is going to drag you down, why are you wasting your time on the phone with them for a whole hour? Think about that. Why are you spending time with someone you know has nothing good in mind? Think about that. A lot of people sit around and they talk about the good things they want in their life, and they talk about the good things they want to happen. Well, how can those things happen if you keep aligning yourself with people that are not in agreement with you? Well, like I said, back to that quote. Don't be influenced or give attention to what is garbage. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. I use the word garbage because it refers to something that is not needed. I'm not calling anybody trash, okay? I'm just making it plain that garbage is something that we don't need. And when you take time out for people that mean you no good, and relationships that mean you no good, and wasting your time in situations with people that mean you no good, guess what? It's garbage because it's not needed. It's taking up time in your life. And unfortunately, sometimes it becomes an influence in your life, and you don't need it. So make some new choices. Decide on what you want your life to be filled with. And stop making excuses. Stop justifying bad behavior from certain people. And like I said, it also includes family. When you have a standard, the standard should be applied across the board, not just with friends and strangers. If you have a standard according to what is acceptable and not acceptable, that standard must be applied across the board. I don't care who it is. Because if you are trying to maintenance your life to keep it filled with good things, then you have to decide what you want in your space. Now, I'm not telling you to cut off family members and friends. But what I am saying is that you can minimize how they influence you. You can minimize how much time you spend with them. Because if you are spending a lot of time with certain people that are not of a good influence, they could be influencing you. So that's something to think about. I thought about that quote earlier today because I thought about the word maintenance. We all have to maintenance our life. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to time management, when it comes to how we do things, we have to evaluate what is needed and what is not needed, and we have to maintenance our life. We must do that often. And we have to do that in order to keep what we have already worked for. If you don't want to go back to something that you don't need, then evaluate your life. So I thank you so much again for listening to SB Favor Thinking Podcast. Last night, the podcast that I had with Rebecca, it was a very blessed conversation. Rebecca is my co-host on Tuesdays, and I'm asking you listeners once again to keep her in prayer. She is such a blessed woman. So I just wanted to remind y'all, keep her in prayer. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at sbfavor. I also have a YouTube channel. Click like, click on the bell, and subscribe to my channel, and you will not miss an episode of SB Favor Thinking Podcast. I appreciate you listeners, and I am looking forward to bringing you more inspirational topics. And I look forward to reading your feedback. If you leave me something negative, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to ignore you. Yes. I'm going to ignore you because, unfortunately, toxic people they always say something negative, right? So, but I don't want to focus on that. Like I said, I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Have a good day.